Hey guys, this is Brandon with Premier Guitar. Today we are checking out the Catalinbread Coriolis effect. This thing is a very simple 3-knob banger. We do have an extra switch on tap though. So, in short, the Coriolis effect is a filter, a pitch shifter, a sustainer, a wah, that's kind of filter, same thing. There's just a plethora of things that you could do with this. It's a very simple pedal with only 3 knobs, like I said, but there's a lot of tricks that you could pull out of it. Even almost like a tape reverse, tape stop effect. So let's go over that now. We got a bypass switch here, turns it on and off. A hold, which I was doing at the second half of that example, kind of freezing or grabbing quick loops, or quick samples I should say, to latch onto. It's not like a looper where you can play over it. It just kind of is until you switch chords or do anything like that. I can't play over it while it's frozen. Position is mix. I had it 100% wet, otherwise it would have sounded really silly for that example that I was using. Velocity, basically that is the pitch tuning, or it doesn't have a pitch upwards, only downwards. So it kind of sends your signal into a black hole, so to speak. It gives you a little bit of a lag feel, and you can go from, for example, this is clean, by the way. You know, that kind of thing. Just a standard E version of a riff that you probably recognize. And then I'll turn this on, and the way I have it set now might be a little out of tune because it is a knob. It doesn't show you any pitches on there. You have to kind of find your spot. But here's the difference. Which you can kind of play with that, turning it off and on, and get kind of a cool bouncy effect as well. But that's where I had it set for the time being. And now acceleration is our third knob here. And that is what I had set for the intro on the expression pedal. Basically that's your filter sweep. So you can kind of use your expression pedal or freeze something if you don't have an expression pedal and use the knob manually and just sweep that filter. So another example so you could hear it. All right, in the opening segment there, I had the expression pedal controlling the acceleration. Now let's try the velocity and flip it down. Kind of that tape stop thing I was talking about. Lots of fun. So that is literally all this thing has on the face. All right, so let's do another example real quick. I'm going to play a quick chord progression, and then I'm going to turn it on, and we'll hear how it is now. And then we'll try the fluctuation sort of tape stop thing is what I like to call it, but that's not what it is. But the we'll introduce that. And then I'm just going to play around with it a little bit and just mess with it in real time, and we could see what we could pull out of it. I was wrong. I had it set for the filter. So now I'm going to flip it back and we'll do the velocity. Clean again, just so you can have reference. So I'm going to try that again, but I'm going to do some freezes and glitches along the way. So I'm going to keep it 100% wet for now and sweep the ranges of the knobs so we can hear all the parameters within, and then I'm going to start trying to blend in a dry signal and see if we can find a usable sound that way, because honestly 100% wet is the way I've been using this most of the time since I got it in the mail yesterday, and I think that's kind of where it shines because you can show off what it's doing. When it's blended with the dry signal, it's a little trickier to find a usable sound, but maybe we could find one together. Alright, so here we go. So that's your velocity, which I guess we kind of heard with the expression pedal because it's doing the same thing, but I want to do them individually so you can kind of hear. So I'm going to keep the velocity there, and here's our acceleration knob. And together. You get the point. So let's try to blend in a dry signal a little bit and see what we can make happen. Let's go 50-50 to start. Way out of tune with the original signal, so let's find our sweet spot. Let's see. So all the way to the right, I think will be a full, what is that, octave down, 2 octaves down? I can't tell right off the bat. Sounds like maybe 1 full octave. But all the way to the right, so that you'll know as a guideline, all the way clockwise will be kind of exactly in tune with what you're playing. And you can fiddle around in between to get all those weird, you get a really low growl under there. That about covers the Coriolis effect, to be completely honest. 3-knob pedal, but it's got a lot of cool tricks up its sleeve, so I do appreciate that. I'm going to give us one last sound to play us out here, and we'll see what happens. I'm just going to freestyle it. I want to go back to the 100% wet because that's my favorite part of this pedal, and I think that's where it shines, honestly. But other than that, thanks for tuning in.